People, I'm in here in my local town called Drogheda, Drogheda, and I'm going on my weekly walk. I do this walk once a week around the town of Drogheda. I don't think I need to bring one of these little diapers, baby diapers. No, anyway, so you're all welcome to come along for the walk. It's good to be out in the fresh air and exercising. So let's go. So this is the Millmount Museum here in Drogheda. Believe it or believe it not, I've never been in this museum. Like most people who live locally, they seem to disregard places of interest within their own locality. Anyway, just looking at prices here. Adult admission to the museum is €3.50. If you want to go up the tower there, it's €3. So museum and tower is €5.50. So I must do that sometime. Take a visit up into that tower, because you can't do it now because of the bloody virus situation. We're in lockdown here in Ireland for the past 5 months. So anyway, here's information that I'm only finding out about Millmount now. It was a military fortification since the 12th century. Millmount has witnessed many conflicts. Unsurprisingly, it was the scene of intense fighting when Oliver Cromwell overran Drogheda excuse me, on the 11th of September 1649. Refusing to surrender, the town's royalist governor, Sir Arthur Aston, retreated here with the last of his comrades. Aston had lost a leg 5 years previously, and a wild rumour spread amongst Cromwell's troops that Aston had gold hidden in its wooden replacement. After storming Millmount, they set upon the cornered Aston and beat his brains out with the wooden leg. Despite this, no fortune was found in it, though the belts that held it up may have yielded a few coins. So there you go. One of the old telephone boxes before the days of the smartphone. Amazing. There used to be a lovely restaurant here, so you'd have a lovely view of the town of Drogheda, but it seems to be kind of in disrepair now. So yeah, and here's the view of Drogheda town. So looking out there now, you're looking north. That's north. Over there is west, and back here is east. So you have the biggest church in the town, called St. Peter's Church, just over here, and behind that big yellow type building behind that there is the Lord's Hospital, which I will be passing by in a while. So that's the town of Drogheda. Jehovah Witness Kingdom Hall, it's called. It's a nice little house there. If you're looking for some great fresh fish, just check this place here out called Kieran's. Very good. There's a guy spaced out of his head, either by drink or drugs, one or the other. There's a shop there called 30 Flavours of Portugal, but it looks like they have a display of buns and small little custard tarts or pies in the shop, which looks kind of pretty okay. And in here on the right is actually the Highlands Gallery. If you're into paintings and pictures and stuff in there, that's not a bad place. Five good things. That's a little bistro restaurant in there. It's very, very good. So this is one of the gates of Drogheda town from the 13th century. Remember, this used to be a walled-in city or town way back. I love all these red brick terraced houses. Nice design. Two little small houses just here, little small bungalows. Lovely. There's a pub here in the corner of the Cord Road that's called McDonald's, right? It's still here. But there's a building just right here, right? I'm showing my age now, but just right in here past this shutter used to be a video library where I used to cycle into town and get videos. And now today you have the Netflix and whatever, but that's where I used to go, in there to get videos. That was back now in the 80s. So there you go. Useless information. Pint of the black stuff. Another pub called Nolan's Pub. One thing about Ireland, there is no shortage of pubs. Personally, I have no interest whatsoever in them, but that's just me. So this is the famous Viaduct bridge that crosses the River Boyne on the east side of Drogheda town, and if you're going from Dublin to Belfast by train or vice versa, you will cross over this bridge here called the Viaduct Bridge. It's from the railway line to the water line is 100 feet. Right, I'm at the end of the Cord Road, and now I'm going to turn left onto Braden Street in a slightly northwest direction. So here I am now coming onto Braden Street. I love this house across the road here. It's only been renovated in the last, say, couple of years. They built an extension onto it there, but it's beautiful. I love it. One of my pet hates is people throwing their rubbish onto the ground, onto the footpaths in the streets and in the country. I hate it. You know, if there's no bin locally beside you, put your waste in your pocket or into your car or into a bag and bring it home and put it into your bin. Don't be throwing waste onto the streets. I hate it. That's lovely. More nice terrace houses along here. Another cute little garden just back there. And now I'm almost at the end of Braden Street, and I'm going to cross over now what I call the Terran Feckin Road. If you wanted to go out to a place called Clotterhead, which is beautiful during the summertime especially, lovely beaches and walkways. So now I'm just passing by Glenmore Drive. So I think this estate in here is called Glenmore Drive. I don't actually go in there, but I pass by it. So now I'm going through Pierce Park, which is on the north side of the town of Drogheda, or as the locals here would pronounce Pierce Park, on the far side of the town. And if anybody is offended by my accent, taking off their local accent, they are welcome to take off my Culchie, Bog, Mead country accent. I don't care. But this is the far side of Drogheda, over the far side. And here is a shop here on the corner of Pierce Park. It's called, I think it's called Cavness, right? And if you're looking for logs for your fire, they do bags of logs here. You'll get 3 of them for €10, which is pretty good value. So just across the road there, Cavness shop, highly recommend it. Here's an old neglected farmyard, basically in the middle of the town. It'll probably be developed for apartments or houses. And in there is St. Edith's School. St. Edith's School. In there. A lovely thatched cottage that's in disrepair. Those buildings should be protected as far as I'm concerned. Mucky Duff's Cafe. A grand little cafe actually when it's open. It's closed because of the pandemic, you know. That's Mother Mary Martin. She was the founder of this hospital here called the Lourdes Hospital. This is the hospital which I was born actually. And suppose most local people that live around the area were born in that hospital and probably ended up dying in that hospital. And there's some person here in the house here that's mad into the Liverpool Football Club. He's got Anfield on his thing and LFC in his gate. Hello. Now I'm heading towards the North Road. I'm walking at the back of the Lourdes Hospital. I think this road is called the Cross Lanes, right? In there is a big car park to do with the hospital, and in here is a GAA football club, or Rahali's in here. Across the road here, behind these houses here, is Townley's funeral home, funeral directors. You know that people are dying for their business. They're probably the best funeral directors in the whole of the country. Our people are just dying to get in there. Yep. Right, I'm now on the North Road, heading south back into the town of Drogheda, or into the centre of the town of Drogheda, because officially I'm still in Drogheda. It's lovely. If you're looking to buy a Ford car, check out that place across the road there, Smith's. They've been selling Ford cars there since the 70s. So if you're looking for a car, to buy a car in the townland of Drogheda, check out Smith's. Here's more nice little houses along here. Nice little houses along there. I'm now in the centre of Drogheda town, and I'm entering into narrow West Street, which unfortunately has become derelict in recent years, which is a pity. There's one or two little shops here, but overall it's all closed down. There's a nice shop there, a meat shop, Brendan Moore Quality Meats. So right. That's a grand little shop just here called Holy Brothers. They do homemade jams and sandwiches and you know, confectionery and stuff, and it's a little news agents there as well if you want to get a newspaper. It's not bad. Maggie May's pub. Designer Cywex Melts, whatever that means, I don't know. Charity shop. That's the Weavers, another hot spot in the town. Or as the locals call it, the Wavers. The Wavers. But this is called the Grey Goose Bar and Restaurant. Main menu, classic burger, €13.50. It'd want to be classic for €13.50. Wood-fired smoked ribs, €12.20. Fish and chips, €14.50. Grey Goose steak sandwich, €15.30. Beef and Guinness Irish stew, €10. Not bad. Right, I'm finishing my walk here, climbing up Millmount steps, 67 steps here. So this is the final stage now of my Drogheda Walk. Right, across the road there is the Pheasant Pub. The food is pleasant in the Pheasant. If you're looking for nice food, nice ambience, nice decor, try that place out, the Pheasant. Although you can't now because it's closed because of the pandemic. Closed for the last 5 months. We're not getting on top of this pandemic here in Ireland at all, which is wrecking my head and many more people besides me. Anyway, end of the walk is over now. Right, my friends, that was my mundane Drogheda Walk, local town. Finished now and ready to head home. Just one thing that annoyed me there is that I've been filming that on the GoPro Hero 6, right? And the whole way around that walk, which is about 4-mile walk, I was just having constant freezing issues with the GoPro. I had to keep like taking the battery out, putting it back in and such, right? Now I know like there's the Hero 9, there's the Hero 8 and the Hero 7. I don't know whether I'll invest in upgrade to a Hero 9 or even a Hero 8 if there's those issues concerning the freezing, you know, glitches like freezing, right? But you want something off the GoPro size if you're walking around built up areas, because you know, you want something that's inconspicuous, if you know what I mean, because people look at you with two heads when you see you kind of talking to a camera. I know you should just not bother about that, but they do. And so I have the Canon 80D, which is great, but there's no stabilization in the camera, and I don't want to go and buy one of those what do you call them, oh, I can't think of the name of them now, you know, the Soyuz crane, oh, what the hell is the name of them? Anyway, they help you stabilize your camera. Yeah, so I don't know what to invest in. Maybe an M50, I don't know. Anyway, that was the Drogheda Walk, and now I am going to go home for a nice cup of tea, hopefully. So I'll see you all again in the next boring video. Don't know where, don't know when, but watch out and you'll find more videos in the future. Take care, bye, see you.